दुकानदारी करते हो थोड़ा सफाई सफाई में भी ध्यान रखो भाई, क्या पान खा के
Light up your Diwali with the Xiaomi Magic QLED TV and take your movie marathons to the next level. The Diwali with Me sale is now live.
यार अजय, हम इस उम्र में ऐसे रहेंगे क्या?
बिल्कुल रहेंगे, अगर पापा जैसी सही प्लानिंग की तो।
पर हमें तो इस एज तक वेट करना पड़ेगा ना?
बिल्कुल नहीं, हमने तो अभी इन्वेस्ट किया है LIC के न्यू जीवन शांति में, जो हमें देगा डिफर्ड एन्युइटी, मतलब कुछ साल बाद से रेगुलर इनकम।
LIC के एन्युइटी प्लान्स दे एन्युइटी ऑप्शंस और नियमित इनकम पाने में फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी भी।
Having a bad cold and a flu, but he decided to come. And the third, I think the nice thing is, many a times on the third day of an exhibition, things start to slow down. But I'm so glad he came this morning, and everybody knew he was coming, so it was as good as the first day. So I think, sir, I must thank you for being here. I know it's not easy. And by the way, he just came back from Brazil on Monday morning, and then went to Delhi. So he's been really busy, but thank you for taking the time, and CII really appreciates, and we are really obliged to you personally. And then I want to talk about ISRO. This is the 8th space expo that we're having, this in 16 years, and ISRO has been the backbone, and they've been so supportive, and without ISRO's support we wouldn't be where we are today. And I think we've grown from strength to strength. I think we have 160 plus exhibitors today, and overall we have about more than 10,000 visitors, which is amazing for space. Who would think there would be 10,000 visitors for space. And I think this is all thanks to the initiatives of the government and of ISRO, and of course in space is something that I've been extremely supportive. Dr. Goenka was here on the first day and also on the second day. So I want to take a few minutes to thank Dr. Goenka and the folks from InSpace who've been really very supportive. And of course, there's no need to talk about NSIL. NSIL is on the industry side now because it's a private company. It may be owned by the government, but it is a part of us. So, and Mr. Radhakrishna was very kind enough to accept the co-chair as the CII in the Space Committee. So I wanted to first start by thanking all the real people who are behind this fantastic initiative. And you know, this year's expo is accelerating tomorrow. And I think that's exactly what happened in the last 3 days, thanks to what the government has announced, whether it is the Chandrayaan-4 or the space station and so on. And I leave more details to come from Dr. Somnath on that. So this is, again, all the media, I think thank you so very much. You've been very supportive. We've seen a lot in the newspapers yesterday from the events of the day before. And thank you. And so now I'll hand over to Dr. Somnath to say a few words, and then we can have a quick Q&A. Please mind that he's not really very well, so maybe we need to be a little gentle. Thank you.
You're always gentle.
They have always been very gentle. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sri Rao, for this opportunity given to me to come here. Though it is the third day, I'm really happy that I could make it to be visiting the stalls. And one thing I can tell you today is that the VSX is growing in its prominence, in its size, in its impact. What we are looking at VSX is to have the space and industry connect and to look at the economy of the space activity to be showcased, not really into the technology side, but technology is an integral element of what we do. So when I saw some of the stalls today, I'm really impressed by the type of work done by many of the industries who are able to bring reasonably high-end technology to India, develop here, though there are certain amount of bringing it here is initially there, but then they are slowly, the transitioning from bringing to developing here is happening. And many of the space systems people are trying to develop complex systems on their own. Possibly 5 years back, you wouldn't be seeing so many of the private startup companies building their own satellites. Today we can see many of them building on their own. They were only suppliers earlier who were showcasing their products here. Today it's just not suppliers, they are developers who are capable of talking high-end products. I think this is a change that happened, and we must really appreciate the vision that has come in the space sector opening, and also the direction that is given to us to enhance the space economy by participation of industries, especially non-governmental actors, in a bigger manner. And we in Department of Space and ISRO are very happy to enable this transition to take place through this engagement. As already been told by Abrao, so the core competence in ISRO is really there, but we would like to use that core competence to enable and empower the industries. So this is a challenging task, we know. It is simply not technology empowering. We need to find out opportunities for business, commerce, and bringing money out of it finally. So this point is something that we need to address it very, very carefully. And this aspect we have been telling again, time and again on where exactly is the business and economic activity of space is lying. This must be well understood. And we understand that out of the various segment of the space activity, the one which works on the rockets, the satellites, then the enabling technologies and the applications. I think all of them have their own challenges and their own possibilities. I am very happy to see that on the application segment also there are enough of companies today investing and creating the capability. And this is a good change. Our country being such a vast nation, there is so much opportunity for space applications to penetrate and percolate into the various segments of the user community, and through that we will be able to create the upstream activities of building satellites and enabling launches to happen. So it's a very complex process, but then I think we are in the right track. And I want to thank CAI and along with the other partners who have joined here to organize this VSX, and I'm very